Greenland, a remote Arctic territory known for its icy landscapes and breathtaking beauty, has suddenly become the center of global political drama. With only 57,000 residents, it's not often that this semi-autonomous territory attracts worldwide attention. But today, Greenland is at a crossroads, facing a major decision about its future. Should it remain under Denmark's rule, push for full independence, or, shockingly, consider President Trump's controversial suggestion that it should one day belong to the United States? With tensions rising and a critical election underway, what happens next could change Greenland's future forever. Let's break it all down. Greenland is an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark. While it has its own government and controls many internal affairs, Denmark still holds power over Greenland's foreign policy, defense, and security matters. Over the years, there has been increasing pressure from Greenland's pro-independence movement to fully break away from Denmark. The current election in Greenland could be a defining moment in that movement, as the people decide whether they want to move toward independence or remain tied to Denmark. But this election has taken on global significance because of an unexpected factor: Donald Trump. In a shocking statement, former U.S. President Donald Trump suggested that the United States should buy Greenland. At first, many thought it was just another one of Trump's off-the-cuff remarks, but he doubled down on his claim in a speech to Congress, saying, "One way or another, we're going to get it." This immediately sparked outrage among many Greenlanders and Danes. To them, it sounded like the United States was treating Greenland like a piece of real estate up for grabs, rather than respecting the rights of its people. Some Greenlanders felt outright insulted by the suggestion, while others were simply confused. Why would Trump even want Greenland in the first place? Greenland may be sparsely populated, but it holds massive geopolitical significance. Here's why world powers, including the U.S., are so interested in this icy territory. Its strategic military location makes Greenland a critical military asset, sitting between North America and Europe. The U.S. already operates Thule Air Base, an important early warning defense system against missile attacks. Owning Greenland would give America even greater control over Arctic security. Beneath Greenland's ice lies a treasure trove of minerals, oil, and rare earth elements. As global warming melts Arctic ice, access to these resources becomes easier, making Greenland an economic goldmine for whichever country controls it. The Arctic is becoming more accessible due to climate change, and new shipping routes are opening up. Greenland's location could make it a major hub for global trade in the future. These factors explain why Trump's interest in Greenland wasn't just a joke, it was a serious geopolitical move. But how did Greenlanders react? Most Greenlanders reacted to Trump's remarks with disbelief and frustration. The idea that their homeland could be bought like a commodity felt deeply offensive to many people. Instead of winning Greenland's support, Trump's comments pushed more Greenlanders toward pro-independence movements. While the U.S. has tried to strengthen diplomatic ties with Greenland in recent years, Trump's blunt approach seems to have had the opposite effect. If anything, his comments strengthened Greenland's resolve to make its own decisions, rather than being seen as a pawn in global politics. Denmark has historically ruled over Greenland, but in recent years it has given the territory more autonomy. Today, Greenland controls its own education, healthcare, and internal governance, but Denmark still has the final say over foreign affairs and defense. However, there's been a growing push for full independence. The Danish government has also recognized this shift, showing a willingness to give Greenland more influence in Arctic policies. But for full independence to happen, Greenland must first solve major economic challenges, something that remains a key issue in this election. The current parliamentary election in Greenland is about much more than just local politics. It could decide the path toward full independence. Some parties want Greenland to break away from Denmark as soon as possible, while others believe Greenland is not yet financially ready to stand alone. Greenland's economy heavily relies on Denmark's financial support. If independence happens, Greenland will need to develop stronger industries, including mining and tourism. With the U.S. showing increased interest in Greenland, some voters are concerned about outside interference in their country's future. The outcome of this election could set Greenland on a historic path towards self-rule, or it could keep the status quo with Denmark for the foreseeable future. Regardless of the election results, one thing